24 years old and I recently completed the STEPPS EI 13-week course. The main thing I learned was that it's not just me that's like this, it is other people that are experiencing depression, anxiety and a range of other mental health illnesses that I'm not experiencing as well. It also taught me different ways to cope with my problems and more to look into the future on how to deal with different situations and the coping strategies to do that, with also the help and experiences of other people who had experienced what I am. So the material in the STEPPS programme was very intense. We would often spend the first hour going through it and reading it through and often explaining it to each other. And one of the things that I found the most helpful was the POTS charts in explaining your feeling and an event that had happened and your different emotional intensities that had happened throughout that experience. The other lessons that I learned, for example distancing, communication, have really helped me as well in my journey, because I can now talk to my family, my partner, about how I'm feeling, now explain my mood, rather than just walking away and saying I don't feel good. I can explain why I don't feel good and what not feeling good means, and the communication lesson definitely helped with that. The distancing lesson was also really good because you look at situations from a different point of view, and how while you're having emotional intensity, you're not the person that you are a different person, and you are reacting in such a way that you wouldn't want to react normally, and the distancing helps you bring yourself back into perspective to how I would actually want to deal with the situation, and then majority of the time it tends to go that way without being heated. So the feedback I've had from my family and friends is that they have seen a huge improvement in my mood especially, and how I'm reacting to things. I'm no longer just going home from work, going up to bed and going to sleep. I'm talking to them about my day, and if an issue has arisen, then I talk about it and I explain what I did to them and how I would have done it differently beforehand, rather than jumping straight into conclusions and things. So they have definitely noticed a lot of difference in me, and it's helped our relationships too, because we can now talk to each other about how we feel, and they can explain to me how they feel without me getting upset and angry because I feel victimised. They can talk to me about how I make them feel, and I can understand that and look back and think, yeah, this is why I did it, but in future I won't, because I can now use these coping mechanisms to not do that. If somebody was to come to me that has been invited to attend the STEPPS course and was unsure, nervous about it, I would encourage them greatly to at least attend the first 2-3 sessions. You get a feel of it, and you will only get out of it what you put in. And you need to put in the hard work in order to get better and improve yourself and your relationships. There is only so much other people can give you. It does have to come from you, and that is something I've also learned, that you can't be lazy with your mental health. You've got to put as much effort in, and that's why I think I've also got really good results from the course, is because I wanted to get the results. I would 100% recommend the STEPPS course to other people that are going through emotional intensity, depression, anxiety, any mental health. Definitely. It can't get worse, it can only get better. So since the STEPPS course, I've actually managed to get myself a new job. In my new job, I have often been going through a little bit of emotion, and I distance myself and I say, do you know what, Kelly, you are in a brand new job, you're not expected to know this, they're not expecting you to know this either, and I'm just giving myself a little pep talk, and then it's over and I'm okay. Out of the STEPPS course I learn, is it a belief? Is this actually what these people think of me, or is it just what's in my head? Checking my filters, seeing if things have been activated, which normally they have. So So I am still having anxiety episodes and depression episodes, but they're not as emotionally intense as they ever were before, because I'm in control now, I'm owning it, I'm taking control, and I'm not letting it get that far because I now have the STEPPS skills. And I'm still learning every day from things that I do, and it is still a journey that I'm on. But you learn every day and you learn how to adapt to different surroundings. I am really happy I did that.